what is hurting? I'm telling you what, we don't have a perfect service here. This is my goal. My goal is for you to experience the power and the presence of God who is living and alive and moving throughout this earth. That's my job. That's my heart. And also I want you to get plugged into the church. I want you to experience God, because when you experience God, your life is ruined. What I want to challenge you with is everything else, I'm going to leave it up to you. If you want this service to be, and I've told you guys this before, I had a vision a long time ago when I was in Costa Rica, this room being packed from side to side with fire going up and down, moving, with the whole entire place packed with young people. One thing I am very excited about is I know that we've dropped a lot of people, but I have never been more excited about Fuse OP than I have ever been in the last 3 years. I feel like we are healthier now more than ever. I feel like our leaders, man, are there for the long haul. Groups have been going great. If you don't like groups, get over it. We're going to be doing groups, and we're not stopping doing groups. Groups are going to get you connected not only with other people, but they're going to get you connected with your leaders. They're going to bring life change, okay? Groups are designed for you not to go underneath the radar. They are designed for you to be hit head on with leaders who care about your relationship with Christ and care about where you're going in your life. Everything here is designed for you to experience God. Now, I want to challenge you is how can you make it better? What talent has God given you that you are not using to benefit the glory of God and to benefit the body of Christ? If you're a leg, and you've got a leg, and you're a leg, and you're not using what God has gifted you to use, what happens is we are one body, right? So let's say that this entire room of maybe 70 people, there are 2 legs in the entire room. Okay, and then you got some ears, and then a nose, and some eyes, and fingers and toes and whatever, okay? But there are 2 legs in this entire room. If one of those legs are not doing what God has called them to do, and they are not using the gift, and they're not using the talent, and they're not using that thing that God has gifted them to do, the entire body will suffer. That is what Paul is painting here. If we are not coming into unity and saying, you know what, I want to make this place the best place possible. I want this place to be packed. Not just to be packed, but I want it to be packed with my friends from school that are going to know Jesus and be on fire for Jesus. If you're a leg and you're not using it, we are now moving on one leg and not 2. We are therefore not able to maneuver and do the things that God has called you to do. And I don't know if you guys have seen... I was watching this earlier with Mickey, but there's this YouTube video. It's a Mad TV skit of Eugene, the UPS guy. And he goes into places and runs into places and ends up interviewing people. And what happens is, he'll end up stumbling into an interview with Exhibit and The Rock. And he'll sit there and talk to him and stuff. And then he'll be like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take it to a whole nother level. Whole nother level, okay? So I want you guys to repeat this with me real quick. Say, whole nother level. Okay, you gotta say nova. It's not nother, it's nova, like N-U-V-A. You ready? Whole nother. Okay, thank you, Mimi, you laughed. I thought it was hysterical. Anyways, I have a really weird sense of humor. But anyways, when I'm watching this, all I'm thinking about is, man, what would happen if every single person in here would operate and they would use the giftings and talents that God has placed inside of your life for the body of Christ? If every single person in here tonight, you made a commitment, you know what? I'm going to make Fuse the best place that it can possibly be until I'm gone, until I graduate high school. I want to point out one person in here real quick, Kaylee. Okay, raise your hand real quick, okay? Over the past week, and then you've got the Satchels. You guys have done incredible. Satchels, raise your hand real quick, all right? They have done a great job. Okay, what they have done over the last few nights, the last few days, is they have called probably about 400 people that used to come here. And they have invited them here. And what we're going to be doing is every single week until summer and maybe never stop, is we're going to constantly be inviting people, loving people, asking them to pray for them, inviting them here, okay? Maybe God's gifted you to talk to people on a phone. Come up here whenever you want to and start calling people. We've got thousands of cards for you to call. Trust me. Okay, there's a lot to do, okay? God's gifted you with something, and what I don't want to see happen is I don't want to see the body suffer because people are being selfish, okay? And I get those mental pictures of If you've ever seen shows where people are overly overweight, like 600, 700, 800 pounds, okay? And they're lying in their bed. And this is the picture I get. I've got this beautiful lift here. Oh yeah, I'm going up on the lift. I'm sorry. I explained this in the Fuse middle service before. Is a lot of Christians are so focused on themselves